Andrew Marsh, I'm locking that in. I am expecting, and this is where me and Moose have been debating. It's all love, brother. It's all good. I am expecting an August decision. There's a reason for that. I will keep some of that on the low for now. I will mention it in the coming weeks, why that's going to be the reason. But I'm locking Andrew Marsh in. It's looking really good. We lead. We crushed it. We did very well this official visit. And this is a major get. Another one for Ron Bellamy. If he can land this, and listen, guys, Oklahoma was the biggest challenger for us, for Andrew Marsh. And he skipped Oklahoma's official visit to come here. Okay, like that's just, it's a major tell. And on top of that, the intel and the reports out of the official visit weekend, he just had a great time. Michigan did a wonderful job. So I'm locking that one in. We got to wait. He is going to be making another visit to Michigan. He's going to be coming for the barbecue at the end of July. So that's awesome. Barbecue of July is going to be huge, by the way. We'll get into that as the weeks come on, but that's going to be a major weekend for not only this class, but 2026. And then, as I said, looking at a decision around in August. So that's my lock. We'll put them in there, and then we'll see how it goes. But I'm feeling good about it. And then Marco Jones. So the Marco Jones. So this is the one. This is the one I tease where there's no one has this prediction in right now. This is a Michigan USC Texas battle. I am locking it in. I am locking Marco Jones into the Michigan Wolverines. I am the first one to do it. It's not even about being that. It's not about like, oh, well, I'm first, that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because, one, his USC visit was very underwhelming. That's one of our main competitors. And two, a lot of USC, there are people on the ground at USC's recruiting circle that says they believe Michigan leads. Well, guess what? That weekend just happened, and I don't believe USC took the lead from us. And get this, Marco Jones is going to be deciding early July. So I'm locking that in. I feel good about it. I do know Texas is a threat. We will have to see how that goes. Of course, obviously, even if I lock in, it doesn't mean it's absolutely going to happen. Although so far I've been batting 1,000. I'm 10 for 10 on all my locks. But I feel good enough to put this in because I do think he will be a Michigan Wolverine. This isn't just based off of a guess either. There's some reasons why I feel good about it. There's also some sources from Texas who may think Michigan leads. So I'll leave it there as I can't give away certain things. But lock them in. So now we're up to, I think I got, let's see, how many do I have pending right now? I have, let's see, I got to get my Excel sheet. So apologies now. Let's see, where am I at with my pending locks? I am currently at 6 pending locks. Andrew Oles, Hardy Watts, Philip Wright, Marco Jones, and Andrew Marsh. And there's one other one which we will talk about here shortly. But let's get it.
Absolutely. Wow. And we do have Mark Rogers, voice of college football, in chat. He's doing a little fact checking of some people. So thanks for Mark for stopping by and supporting. Owner of this. He makes all this possible, the whole network. So we do appreciate that. To your point, TJ, Justin has just given a $5 super chat. Thank you, Justin. Can we land Marsh, Philip Wright, and Taz Williams?
All right, so here's where I'm at with that. And we are going to talk about Taz Williams. So I guess, well, hey, guess what? Guess what, Justin? We'll break it in early. How about that? So I do think we get Marsh. I do think we get Philip Wright. And don't forget, we got Jacob Washington, okay? Now, Taz Williams. There's some smoke with Penn State right now. There's some smoke with Penn State right now. Now, do I think Michigan's in a good position? I do. Do I think Taz Williams loves Michigan? I do. I think Taz Williams might be a little I think the class number in terms of the wide receivers we're bringing in might be giving him second thoughts. I think he sees Jacob Washington. I'm sure he's aware of Philip Wright, and I know he's aware of Andrew Marsh because they were on this official visit together. So I think he might be thinking, I want more opportunity. I don't know what he's thinking. I'm not even going to assume because I don't know what he's thinking, but I do know there's some smoke with Penn State, and there seems to be maybe he's trending that way. It's a little too early to fully call it, but we'll see. I do know it's looking like we're still in the battle. It's not done. It's not a lock. He's not in the class. It's just right now some things are transpiring with Penn State. So be on the lookout.
It's feeling Penn State. He visited Penn State a week before Michigan. So that still isn't, those two are pretty fresh in his mind. It's just not, the tea leaves aren't looking good with that one, but yeah, there are some other updates in this list too, and Davidson is one that has been talked about repeatedly because Ohio State. He was trending Ohio State for a bit, then then Oregon and Michigan started gaining, and then there was this thing about Davidson weighing 240 pounds. Because Ohio State was bitter, they might be losing the commitment now to Oregon or Michigan. What's happening with Davidson? Can we just learn a little more here?
John, I don't think I didn't send you that photo of Jordan Davidson, did I? I didn't, did I?
At the Oregon.
Listen, I gotta dunk on these losers, all right, bro. Like I cannot understand the freaking disrespect, bro. Like, so are we able? All right, so there we have it up here. This is Jordan Davidson at his Oregon official visit. Does that look like a 240-pound running back to you? No, that does not look like a 240-pound running back. Why do they got to make excuses as to why something is happening in a recruitment? Michigan, for one, is not offering the biggest bag. They're not. Oregon is. Two, he's not 240. Why would you disrespect the kid like that? And not only that, you don't think Michigan weighed him on his official visit? So, listen, again, what did Sam Webb say? Ryan Day is a walking excuse. That entire freaking program are excuse makers, bro. Like, it's wild, dude. They can't lose at anything. It's always something else. Oh, Michigan's up in its bag to try and get one over Michigan. Oh, he's 240 pounds. Shut up. Like, you're full of it, dude. But anyways, no. So here's the deal with Jordan Davidson. It's now a Michigan-Oregon battle. I'm going to be honest, though. I do think Oregon's going to probably land them. That's just the reality.
I think so, too.
I'll tell you what, though. Michigan's got a good running back class for this year. It's all good. But, I think and the truth is this, though. OSU did cool on him, though. Like, that's not a lie. OSU did cool on him. And I do believe, because I've kind of gotten some word on this. I'll share a little something here. Michigan tried to get Jordan Davidson to close a week or two ago, and they couldn't do it. Okay, which is why they then took what's his name? We just got him. Jordan Davidson, or not Jordan Davidson. Who just committed? Why can't I think of his name right now? Johnson, right?
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah. All right. So they closed on that because they wanted to make sure they got their guy, Donovan Johnson. My bad. Names are new. But they tried to close on Jordan Davidson, and they didn't. He wanted to keep things open, right? So Ohio State tried to do something similar with closing, and it just kind of so they kind of faded on it. They did. Ohio State did fade on it. It ain't because of 240 pounds though. That's bullshit. So so what we're looking at now is we have a Michigan-Oregon battle, and Oregon is offering the highest bag right now. That's just what it is. I'm not saying this kid is a bag chaser. I'm not like that's none of that. I'm not even throwing that out there. I'm just simply stating the dynamic of the recruitment, and we'll see where it goes. We'll see if Michigan really is willing to push. Obviously, the OSU insiders, I'm sure people saw these reports saying Michigan is willing to be very aggressive with their NIL for him. We'll see. Although if I had to call it at this moment, at this second, I would say it's probably going to go to Oregon.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, all right,
that's what it's looking like.
I'll keep hitting it, John, so we can get through because we're going now. We're at an hour 2 minutes. So Taz Williams, as we hit on Penn State, it's kind of what it is. I mean, listen, we're not out of the fight. We're still in the fight. We'll have to see how it develops. But I'm looking at Penn State here, and then our next recruit we'll hit on is Jerome Miles. This is a big one, guys. Like, this is very interesting recruit. So Jerome Miles is the 5-star wide receiver who decommitted from Ole Miss. And guess what? He plans on coming to the Big House for the barbecue in July. Like I said, so you guys thought Victor Weekend was big. Barbecue at the Big House is just as big, if not bigger, because it has to do with the class of 26. So this kid is going to be coming here, and guess what? Carter Smith's going to be there. Brady Hart's going to be there. Andrew Marsh is going to be there. Nate Marshall's going to be there. I think Jalen Williams. It's going to be the who's who, bro. It's going to be all the big dogs. And so be on the lookout for that. We will have more as it leads up to the barbecue at the Big House. Jerome Miles, 5-star wide receiver, decommitted from Ole Miss. has interest in Michigan. Obviously there will be other teams who are interested in Jerome Miles, so we'll see what happens there. So, I'm just excited about that recruitment. I find it very interesting. And then we'll get to Andrew Oles. Listen, this is one of my locks, guys. The Michigan already led coming into the weekend, and they crushed it. They crushed it. He's going to be deciding. Let's see, do I have it? He's going to be deciding in about July 1, early July. I'll say early July because I don't know if I have the exact date correct, but early July, he's deciding. That's a lock for me. Put money on it. Don't put your mortgage on it though. Gambling can be bad.
Be smart. Be smart. Yeah.
Be smart with your bets. But I feel very good about Andrew Oles. Excellent player. I cannot wait to do a breakdown on him, man, because he's a cornerstone elite player. And then here's the big dog. Everyone saw the official visit pictures. This kid is just a freak, bro. This is they are offering Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng an opportunity to play early because they are saying, listen, I got Jay Shaw Barnum and Ernest Hausman who's not going to be here very long, and there's going to be opportunity for you to get on the field very early. And guess what? Michigan hit a home run this weekend. They crushed that shit. Everyone saw it too. That's what's so funny about it is like you could just tell by the way he was just promoting the weekend. Like he just loved it, bro. And he also his quotes, anyone saw his quotes, they're amazing. Like this place is special, which you get that type of generic stuff, but he also was talking about he was talking about how this is the best. This one has stuck out. None of them have been like this. None have been as special as this. None of this has been as great as this. And not only that, Wink Martindale, Brian Jean Marie, Sharon Moore, full court press. They're doing everything. Also, very important to know this. He is an IMG Academy kid. We just landed Strayhorn, IMG Academy kid. Exactly, the IMG pipeline. Also, Johnson, who's the running back for IMG, they are full court pressing him. This is all hands on deck. And I'm going to tell you right now, out of the weekend, as of Tuesday, June 25th, Michigan is the leader for him as we speak. We are number one. Now, caution. This kid is a Notre Dame. His brother played for Notre Dame. He was a heavy Notre Dame lean coming into the weekend. We got to be aware of what is known as the official visit glow. Okay, so sometimes kids get really hot after an official visit, and then things cool weeks to months later. So we got to be mindful. So the next thing to watch for him is, one, his reciprocation to not only the other commits who are also full court pressing, but when is he going to come back on campus? When will we see him come? And maybe is it the barbecue the big house? We'll find out. Like that picture right there, by the way, that picture right there is just nasty, bro. But yeah. So listen, I'm saying we lead. I feel confident that we lead, but we have to be very mindful that Notre Dame is going to be going very aggressive for him, and for obvious reasons. Because this kid is nasty, like elite, like probably the most elite linebacker, even better than Junior Colson. Okay, just like obviously Devin Bush, right? But I'm talking about just like as a prospect coming out of high school. Devin Bush was a 3-star, so or like some had him as like a low 4, but whatever. The point being is, listen, this is a recruitment we have got to watch, and don't get too attached yet. Just it looks good, but just don't let Marquise Davis hurt your heart, okay? Because I'm still healing from that one. So I'm just letting you guys know a little word of caution. And then lastly,
I see the note from D-Rock Irish saying not so fast or whatever. But what would pull him away from Notre Dame and into Michigan?
Let me hit on Steve. Keep the receipts, son. I'm 10 for 10. And anyone who knows or anyone who's been watching, I'm good money, bro. I've come through on listen, I've said it. I won't bat 1,000 forever.
He's not going to bat 1,000 at the end of the show, I don't think. So
yeah, I'm going to take an L very soon. Actually, I'm going to take my first L in my first one, and we'll hit on that. But
So what is going to get him to Michigan versus Notre Dame? Is our bag bigger than Notre Dame? I guess that's my question first.
Oh, I don't know. Notre Dame's offering. I can't say that. I have no idea what Notre Dame's offer is. I'll say this though. I know Michigan's aggressive with their offer. I know that they have developed a package for him that is a very aggressive offer. He's not the only one either. There's other kids who have more, like, there's other kids who got, there's tiers of this, right? So, but Michigan needs to just keep doing what they're doing. Listen, here's what he loves. He loves that Wink Martindale's from the Baltimore Ravens system. He loves the early playing time angle of it. He loves the culture. He loves that it's a player-led team. He loves that he was able to watch practice and saw that these kids, the way that they were just focused without the coaches being around, doing stuff after practice, player-led, which I hit on. But like, he loves the program, bro. He loves the program. He loves the defensive scheme, and he loves the university. And those are so key. And he loves the coaches. On top of that, you now have competitive NIL. So this is how you win these type of recruitments. Like, he's literally bought into what Michigan is. They just got to keep doing what they're doing. Let me see. Does he have a decision? Let's see. No, I don't have a commitment date for him. So we'll have to. It'll be to be determined, bro. But they just got to keep doing what they're doing. The next thing for them is get him back on campus. That is the next critical step for him. So we'll see where it goes. We'll be on top of it. And then our last
one more.
Go on, John.
One more, and then you got Kamar.
Yeah, Kamar. All right, Kamar. All right. So Kamar Archie was here this weekend. I'm a fan of Kamar Archie. I like Kamar Archie. It is a Clemson-Rutgers battle. I know you're like, Rutgers. Well, believe it or not, apparently, where it is, Rutgers is actually giving a pretty aggressive NIL throw at him. So Rutgers is in the NIL game, boys.
It's second highest recruiting budget in the Big Ten.
Really?
Now, that was before USC, Oregon. This was a year ago, but I was like, what? Wait a minute. Rutgers is the second highest recruiting budget?
Is Rutgers in the top 10? I think they're in the top 10, right, at the moment?
Yeah, but they got like a crazy quantity of 3 stars right now, which can, that's how it's weighted. It's
Yeah.
But still, hey, Rutgers, listen, we shit on Rutgers a lot, but like, let's be honest, they're getting a little respectable, a little. Like, it's still Rutgers, but like, there's some fight with them, so we'll see what they do. And plus, everyone got the new media contract, so we'll see what the deal is.
And Rutgers is has a super easy schedule. I just want to throw that out there. I would not be surprised if they got to 9 wins.
Well,
I have to look at it. But all right, back.
They're killing it. They're doing great for Rutgers, and Shiano is he was the right guy for the job. Anybody else that might be a 2-10 program consistently still, but Shiano was able to get them to some respect. So this has been made. This has been asked in the comments by people of lots of different teams, not just Michigan fans. But what's going on with Maxwell Roy?
Okay, let me just close on. I will hit on Maxwell Roy. I'll just close on Archie. Listen, Archie had a good weekend. We're in it. We're in the battle. I don't have a leader right now. I do know that Michigan is aggressively, and I don't mean NIL, I just mean aggressively trying to recruit him to the program. They want him in the program. And I think we're going to have to take a wait and see approach on him. And I'm just letting everybody know it's a Clemson, Rutgers, Michigan battle as it stands. And to my guy, we were talking about Rutgers, and he goes, well, Rutgers is getting 4 stars. They have 6 of them. But they also have, key point, 22 3-stars. That is going to raise your total points, okay? Like, yeah, it's nice to have 6 blue chip players. It's obviously probably higher than Rutgers typically does. I haven't looked at Rutgers the last 4 years of recruiting. But the point is, they have 28 kids already in their class, which is why they are where they are. That matters. I promise you by December, they will not be probably in the top 20 or 25. So, but anyways, let's talk about our boy Maxwell Roy. This is a very big topic. This is the hot topic of maybe the hour. All right, so this is my first L, boys, and it hasn't happened yet. So who knows? Maybe there'll be I don't know. Maybe there'll be something that changes it. But here's what happened. I'll break it all down and why. I'll put why. Why did I lock it? Why? What happened and why it changed? I locked it because he was a silent. He silently committed to Michigan. I locked this in 3 weeks ago. Like, I've had this lock in for a long time. And I've been telling everybody I feel real good about Maxwell Roy. Well, within the last 24 hours, OSU has aggressively, through NIL efforts, and this isn't like, oh, we lost a recruit because of NIL. No, OSU literally aggressively has offered more money than Michigan. And he's going to be going to Ohio State. He's trending Ohio State. It's not public yet. It's not official. But so when it happens, I will take my first L. I don't know. And he's looking to commit, I believe, this week. So we're going to get if it's not this week, it will be next week. I do think it is this week. So we're going to be getting that result. And then I will be 10-1. So I apologize. My intent is to not do that. But listen, if a kid's a silent, I'm not going to not lock it in, bro. Like it's what it is, man. So
yeah, early next week.
Yeah. So, it's going to happen. This is recruiting, like you literally can have a player you feel is a lock, and all it takes is a phone call. It's like, it is that, so it is what it is. Hey, OSU, he's a good player. Now there might be some people, I got this comment on Twitter. Well, are we going to look for other defensive tackles? What does this mean? Well, do not forget Bobby Kinka is also a 3 tech, and he plays the same position as Maxwell Roy. Bobby Kinka is a little more, could be moved a little bit more on the defensive line, but so we already have a 4-star in his place. We were looking to get Maxwell Roy also. I don't have any defensive tackle targets for anybody right now. I'm actually curious if Michigan's going to be circling to like a true nose tackle, because there are no true nose tackle targets right now. They usually like to take 1 per year. So I think what we're going to need to pay attention to is thank you, Roy. I appreciate you. I think what we're going to need to pay attention to is late senior risers, and also the camp circuit on what players stand out, things of that nature. Michigan, listen, the recruits that we're in on now, there's going to be a new bucket of players with senior risers as well as this summer's camp circuit. So even if we swing and miss, guys, there's going to be more. We will have it covered. I promise that. So listen, OSU will give you your flowers when you get your flowers. You're getting a good player. You stole one. You beat Michigan for him. Good for you. We don't have to say he's 375 pounds, though. You just happen to win a recruitment. So I'm happy for you. You get your offseason victory. Ferris, do we have the trophy? Do we have the trophy available?
I'll pull up the trophy in a couple minutes then. Yeah, I don't have it handy right now, but
we got a present for the OSU fans.
We've got an off-season trophy.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of point out one thing first. 10 out of 11 so far, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, as of today,
pretty damn good.
You're batting 91.
Yeah, it's still 10 to 10 till next week.
And actually, hey, I'll drop something right now. I didn't even put this in the show notes. I fully expect us to get another commitment this week, and that's a lock. He's already locked, by the way. So stay tuned. I'm not going to say when it is. I'm not going to say who it is. But this week we should be getting a player. So that will then make me 11-11. But then next week, I'll take my first L.
Okay. So I will get the off-season trophy championship in a minute. But I also wanted to ask about Marquise Davis. He was not a lock with you, correct?
No, I didn't know. I just was in love with him. I did not lock him in. Nope.
Okay.
Not a lock.
Right. So I just want to clarify, because I think some people were saying, "Oh, he already lost one," but no.
We had a couple of people from that team down south with their off-season victories.
Never locked. My lock. Here's my lock list. We have it all charted in an Excel sheet. Kainoa Winston, Jalen Williams, Nate Marshall, Avery Gash, Amir Hall, Wesley Walker, Ricky Johnson, Jaden Mangum, Caden Strayhorn, Chase Taylor, and pending for those who want to keep count, Andrew Oles, he will be a lock. Hardy Watts, he will be a lock. A player I'm not going to name because he's probably committing this week, and I do feel good about that. Marco Jones and Andrew Marsh, and Maxwell Roy, who I will be taking my first L. That's my lock list. Keep it, write it down. Maybe we should make a graphic so we can keep track of it together, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, look,
with that, Justin, sorry, this is now a little bit wishful thinking, but we'll read the super chat anyway. Maxwell Roy and Kenka in the middle will be the next Grant and Graham. Wouldn't that be nice?
You know what's all? Hey, listen, Jalen Williams may move in the middle. He has some flexibility. He may move in the middle, and you may have a Bobby Kinka, Jalen Williams, and guess what? That is just as nasty. It just would have been great to get Maxwell Roy. But listen, there could be a player who shakes from the tree. It's not over yet. Our class is only at 11 right now, or I don't even know what our class is. I can find out. I got it right here.
14.
Is it 14? It's 12. We're at 12 right now. So we have 9 4-stars, 3 3-stars.